welcome to Bonnie and Connie's Interview Hour. Our first guests are a bunch of flutter bums who really know their way around the diamond. They've had a kick in their seasons and are here to tell us all about it. Please welcome from the New York Yankees, Lawrence Peter, or better known as Yogi Berra. Well, I'm glad you're excited.
All right, now Yogi. May I call you Yogi?
Of course.
I see you have lots of fans out there.
I suppose so.
Now, can you begin by telling us something about yourself? I hear you have lots of comebacks and witty quotes. What can you tell us about that, Yogi?
I mean, I guess you could call me witty. The things I say people call yogiisms. Yeah, and some famous ones are,
You know your
it
famous
ain't
ones.
Shut up. It ain't over till it's over. And a nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. But that's just a few.
Can you also tell us squares who don't know much about you why people call you Yogi?
Well, during my teenage years, my friend, one afternoon we went out to a movie. It had something about India in it. And a friend, Jack McGuire Jr., he noticed a resemblance between me and the yogi. Yogi is someone who plays yoga. Jack said, "I'm going to call you Yogi Berra." From that moment, the name just stuck.
Makes
What a
sense.
coincidence.
Mm.
No, Yogi, I don't know why, but I just find that so interesting. Like, I would have never guessed that. What about you, Bonnie? Would you have?
I would not have Connie.
Yeah. See, nobody would have known if you weren't on the show.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for. Oh, yeah. I understand that you were the most feared hitter in the Major League. Why is that?
Oh, well, I wish I had an answer to that question. Baseball is just 90% mental game and 10% physical game.
Some people rattle their cages one of those bad days of yours and call you a slump. What do you say to those people?
A slump? I ain't no slump. I'm just saying hitting, and that's that.
Well then, Yogi, got a little heated there.
That I did.
Bonnie, you okay there?
Yes, I am, Connie.
Alright, well, that was very well said, Yogi. Just another yogiism for you guys back at home.
Thank you very much for your time.
Oh, anytime. I'm just glad to be here.
Now get up on your feet and welcome this next star, one of the Octagon. Welcome, Rocky Marciano.
Thank
Rocky, let me just put it out there. You are absolutely radioactive right now. How does it feel to be a current world heavyweight champion?
Don't throw a hissy fit about it, but I'm pretty excited. These men I've come to fight have been real challenges and great opponents.
Many of your fans are really impressed with your quick fighting style, but also your backstory. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I was born and raised in Brockton, Massachusetts.
Sorry to interrupt.
No sweat, Bonnie.
But is that where you got your nickname, the Brockton Blockbuster?
Yes, it is. That is where my real name came from. My family grew up in poverty, but I knew as a little kid I wanted to do better for my mama. That's when I quit playing ball and became a boxer.
Yes. You tried out for the clubs, affirmative?
Yeah, I tried out as a catcher. They shot me down, though, because I couldn't make the throw from home to second.
Still a sore spot for you?
Nah, I enjoy boxing much more. It has more of a rush to it. Sorry, Yogi.
Your first few times in the ring must have been a real rush.
You mean knocking out my first 16 opponents? I'd have to say that really razzled my berries for sure.
And yet you're still undefeated. So rad.
But I do recall some skepticism of some managers due to your age.
I suppose. They were unsure at first because 25 was when most boxers were in their prime. I proved them wrong, though, and it's all I do.
Alright, we're going to wrap this segment up with a quote from our very famous Rocky Marciano.
You sure? Isn't that more up Yogi's tree?
Yeah, we're positive. It can be something that you've already said before if you want. Something you really want people to remember. Maybe a message to future boxers?
Well, I did say this after a press conference once, and it's advice to all boxers. In the ring, I never really knew true fear.
Tuning into Bonnie and Connie's interview hour. See you next week.